Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. It's Monday morning, oh my gosh. And it's an exciting week for me because while you're watching this one, I am at a knitting retreat. Shh, oh my goodness, I took the day off, I did. I am at a knitting retreat currently and you know I'm having a blast. But Mondays, we're not talking about my knitting retreat right now, but I'm excited. I mean, how can I not be excited? That's like dream come true land, right? That's just amazing. So what Mondays is normally about is me trying to show off or show you or being held accountable for all the things that I have worked on throughout the week. And I got some stuff done. Oh my goodness. So excited about that. I got some stuff done. I worked on some socks and I worked on an outfit for my granddaughter. And I also didn't get work done on this, but I did find some stuff that could get work done on it, which means it's not going to happen, just saying. So it could. It's terrible to say it means it's not going to happen because we do have a series on this channel. If you're new here, on Tuesday, it is my Tackle It series, and that's where I go through and I'm looking at like my bins. I'm moving them to where I can get at them because I had chairs in front of them where I couldn't get to them. But I'm going through bins and boxes and bags and stuff, and I'm finding lots of partial projects, older projects, things along that line, and I'm getting to them. So to say I found some things and I'll never get to it, that's not really 100% true. I've been really accountable to myself. It's crazy. And I found that old Shannon had some really cool ideas and started some fun projects, and new Shannon, I'm older now than I was then, but whatever. I'm going through and it's like, oh, I want to finish that. I want to work on that. Can I do that? So it has been a blast from the past. It's kind of like having my very own time capsule and being able to open these boxes and bags and bins and go, what was I thinking? And I had some pretty good ideas. Some things a little questionable, not gonna lie, but I had some really good ideas. This week, besides finding some fun stuff, let's see, I did get some more work done on my socks for my husband. This was, speaking of the Tuesday series, these socks were in that Tackle It series. I don't know what year I started these. These are Tabi socks, ninja socks, toe socks, as my husband loves these. This is his favorite ones because he likes things that are just a little bit extra special. And doing this is a little extra special. I don't know when I started these. I'm going to have to do a lot of reverse engineering to figure out what I did on the toes. I'm close right here. I am getting closer to that point to where I do need to play with the toes. Oh boy, there you go. But he's been spoiled this year. I've already given him a couple pair of toe socks and he is just incorrigible. He's like, nope, they're all mine. They're all mine. They're all mine. And he's really cute. At least it's my opinion. He's really cute. So he gets what he wants. I'm just, he spoils me in the best way possible. And this is my way of spoiling him in the best way possible. And then that leads to, oh, you know it, my orange sock yarn. Yes, this stuff is absolutely beautiful. And I am at the toes. Oh, don't lose stitches. Don't lose them. I'm at the toe of this pair too. And yeah, it's not that I will do the toes differently on this one than I did here. Yeah, definitely different. I'm gonna have to really reverse engineer on this one. Oh my gosh. But recently, well, this year, I've already done 2 pair of toe socks. So I'll do something similar. I might have notes on it. If I was smart, I have notes and then I'll be able to do the toes from this one. This one's completely different. I did that years ago. I made it up. I don't know what pattern or, what pattern in my head. I have no idea. So that one's going to take a little bit more sit down and play with. But this one, oh my gosh. And I was contemplating just grabbing from the, because he doesn't care if they match, if they're matchy, just grabbing from the outside and starting the next sock and getting to the toe and then dealing with the toes at the same time. So I did contemplate, I thought about it, of doing that with this beautiful orange stripe opal pair of socks. And we know If you've been around for a while, Opal is my absolute favorite yarn to make socks for my family, especially the men folks, because they do get a lot of wear, a lot of use. Socks are a favorite gift in my household, and every year for Christmas, my children, their spouses, my mother-in-law, and my husband, and you know, there's a few extra that get given away. They get socks every year. Every year, that's what they get for Christmas, and that is their most coveted gift, and it does my heart proud. I joke about it, I tease and everything, and like, oh, I don't want to make any more socks. But truthfully, if they all said, you know, Mom, I really don't want any socks anymore, I think it might break my heart. So I'll continue to tease, they'll continue to banter, and then generally, starting around the September, October, so we're right in that window time period, when they start to visit, it's been pretty warm, so they haven't been wearing socks. They wear socks, and they make sure to pull up their pant leg. They make sure I see that they're wearing the handmade socks. It is just a tradition that they do. It's like, hey, I'm wearing them. I like them. Can I have some more? Can I have some more? I would like some more. That would be great. So that's our tradition. That is our coveted gift. And for me personally, it makes things so much easier when it comes to Christmas time, because Christmas in our household, it might look like, you know, we're the richest family in the world as far as when you look under the tree, you know, with all the things that are wrapped. But I grew up where you wrap everything. I mean, if the toy takes batteries, you wrap the batteries. You know, you wrap the toy, you wrap the batteries, you wrap everything. So when you look at it, it might look like you've got, you know, this massive amount of stuff, but in reality, when you unwrap it and everything, there's just not a whole bunch there, but it looks so magical. That's how I grew up. So that's what we do. We wrap absolutely everything. So they get the socks, and the other staple that they get is marzipan candy, Pfeffernuss cookies, which is German gingerbread cookies, and the last few years, they've really gotten into Turkish Delight. So those are some of the things that are always under the tree. The chocolate oranges, dark chocolate. It's got to be dark chocolate, you know, sacrilege, do not get the milk chocolate. They don't like that one. But it's the dark chocolate oranges. And, you know, there are certain staples that are there every single year. I already know what I'm getting. It's not a big deal. They know what they're getting. It makes it easy. It makes it low key. Now that we've got all the grandchildren, for those that are new here, we have 6 grandchildren, and number 7 is on the way. So we are extremely blessed. That's the wild card. When they're at this age, because the oldest one is 10, so when they're, well, she will be by Christmas. So when they're at that age, it's a little bit easier because you can still get them the candy, the whatevers or whatever, or the smaller toys. When they get a little bit bigger, they have more preferences and stuff. It's like, that's a little bit, it's like, all right, parents, you got to help us out. Help Nan and Papa out. You know, there's a bunch of them. They're all running around and everything. Help us out to where they all have something that they might enjoy. So that's the fun stuff. How'd I get on a tangent for Christmas? I don't know. Socks. That's why. Socks. So, I mean, it takes up a lot of my time, but it is a blessing. It really is. It keeps me in with my yarn. It gets me doing things that I like to do, and it makes them so happy. And that is just wonderful. The other thing that I am working on this week, and I've got my sandwich bag as a place marker, and I don't know, it was on the floor, so I grabbed it. So it's the Timeless Textured Baby Crochet book. And this book is amazing. I am not affiliated. I don't have any affiliates. This is Textured Crochet by Vita Apala. I'm not sure if she wrote all the patterns in here. I don't think she did, but quite a few of them. And earlier in the year, I went through a lot of this book and showed all the different pages and the beautiful designs. And I made a few of the things, as we were expecting baby Noah at that time. Baby Noah came early. You know, he came in March. So we have quite a few babies. And I made a bunch of different things. I like the embossed crochet. I like the pattern details that they have. When it says timeless textured, these are things that you, as handmade gifts, that you would actually want to put on your baby, that are really, really adorable. And I've been having a lot of fun. Well, the youngest granddaughter just turned 3, and I have seen her wearing one of the sweaters that I made out of here. And it's like, I need to make another one. And it's the Jasmine sweater. And that is such beautiful detailing. I love that. And I think that would be fantastic in an adult size. You know, size that up to an adult. I think it's very flattering. It's so pretty. It's just pretty. I really like that. And I've been talking about using some of my Hobby Lobby yarn and my Premier yarn. We just saw me get into a large box of Premier yarn that's just sitting right here, right off camera, because I don't want to show my mess, okay? Yeah, and looked through all of that. Oh my gosh, those colors are amazing. And I think some of you guys had commented that you hadn't seen those colors before, and I think we know why. Those are the discontinued ones. Those are the ones that were in the Premier sale and the double sale or the whatever in the clearance, and it's like, you know, buy it or don't, right? And I got a lot of the butterfly cotton in the sunshine color. I got a lot of the DK colors, and I don't know if they have, I don't think they have all the colors I got. They may have some of them, but they don't have all of them. And it was a lot of fun going through that. And those are DK. A lot of the things in here are DK, so I could mix those together. Well, they were literally right here, just outside of camera range, but I had so many other things on top of that box. It was a big box. So many things on top of it. I didn't want to disturb things and cause a bigger mess trying to get into it. So I finally got into it and looked at it, and everything's like, okay, there you go. Putting that away nice and neat so I can get at it. And then I had like behind here, you know, because these things are like doubled and everything. I had a bunch of the, actually, this blue right here, actually all of that is Hobby Lobby yarn. So it was doubled, and you didn't see that one because it was behind other stuff. So I'm trying to rotate things, and things that were on the hidden are now in view, and things that were in view are now hidden, you know, kind of rotating it like that. So having fun looking at that, going through some of the Hobby Lobby yarns that I got when they had clearanced. And look at this. Look, I got a lot done on this. I just had the yoke done previously. Look, she's not done yet, but how beautiful is that? I am so thrilled with it. I love the way the color is working up. This yarn is Baby B. It's a Hobby Lobby exclusive. It's called Sweet Delight Charming. And the fact that I have a red tag on this one means that this color, this exact color, was discontinued, whether it was a dye lot, because they'll go through that. I had somebody asking me the other day, how do I get so many of the pretty Hobby Lobby yarns that I have shown? Well, when they have that tag on them, every year Hobby Lobby, and I don't know when they started, I just know about it for the last few years, they go through their inventory and decide what yarns they're going to keep or not keep. And the ones that they decide they're not going to keep in their line, they put it 75% off. And isn't that around the summertime period? If you know the exact time, can you put down below, because a lot of other people are looking for that information. I know if you watch a lot of different content creators, you'll kind of get a clue as to when the Hobby Lobby things are starting. Each store's a little different. And they put those lines on sale, 75% off. So this one was originally $5.99, and I got the skein for $1.49. And it was, when Hobby Lobby carried more than just the Hobby Lobby yarn, it was amazing, because they discontinued a lot of things, like the Premier Nordica. Love that yarn. I made a sweater of that. Then when they went 75% off at Hobby Lobby, I ended up getting a sweater quantity of a few different colors. I mean, why not, right? But it was fantastic when they had all the different yarns. Now it's just the Hobby Lobby yarns. The last couple years, I haven't really partaken into that, because the things that were 75% off, more of them were larger yarns, and that's not my favorite. So I left those for other people to love and enjoy. Although I do believe this last year I got some worsted weight wool. I did. And all natural colors. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. Beautiful woolly feel. You know, I'm going to grab that just a moment. We're just going on a massive tangent today. That's okay. But yeah, look at this. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? This is the I Love This Wool from Hobby Lobby. Super soft, super savings, naturals, pure and simple. It was originally $6.99 down to $1.74. That was the only thing that fit the range that I enjoy working with. I love wools, so this is perfect. I absolutely love wools. And it's worsted weight, again, perfect. When I saw this one, they had other things at that point, but they were the larger, they were the bigger, the bulky. They had some that was like a super bulky. And I know other content creators like Jennifer from Cinnamon Stitches, she bought some of that, and it was like 2 or 3 large strands put together, and it just made into this massive jumbo. So she dissected it and turned it into 3 balls of yarn. And for what she was using and everything, very economical, absolutely wonderful, because it was almost like a crocheted or I-cord is what it was. So it was like 65 yards, and then when you just pulled the string on it, it was 3 times that. So it really worked out well for her. Not my style, so I was glad to let other people enjoy it, right? Because we all like different. We all like different. That way we're not fighting at the yarn store for the same stuff. So this one, oh, what is it? It's worsted weight. So it is a number 4, hand wash. It is 100% wool. This will felt, and it is, yeah, 100% wool, 220 yards, 201 meters for the 4 ounces, 113 grams. This is gorgeous. Ooh, how much? Now, I lost its bag, tape came off, whatever. Look how much it puffs up. Look at that. Look at that. It's the same thing. Look how much neither one of them have been used, but that's when the label's not on it, man, they expand. Kind of like our waistline when we get to a buffet. But anyway, I'm not supposed to say that. Anyway, so what did I get? I got 3 of those. I got what they had because this is what I really enjoyed working with. 2 of the dark chocolate. I could make a beautiful cardigan or a sweater with this. Have to be striped. This would make a gorgeous cable. Love the idea of cable. And oh, I do have 3 of that one. All right. And I have 3 of the natural white. So these are all the natural colors. Aren't those beautiful? Those would be spectacular together. Absolutely spectacular. Loving that. So it's once a year. So I know I got into tangent again, but it is once a year. They go through and they decide on the things that they will or they won't keep, and they mark them down 75% off. And when they're gone, they're gone. It's not online, so you can't look online and say, hey, once I see it online, I'll go ahead and go into the store. They're not going to show it online. They're not going to ship it. So that's a little bit of information. And then generally a couple weeks after that, they do their die lot sale. And what that is, and that's what I think this one was, because I got 3 or 4. I don't know. Yeah, this one right here. Let me see. Is that the same? I'm going to make a mess. Don't make a mess. Don't make a mess. Don't make a mess. Is it the same? Okay. All right. So it's the same, but I'm not sure if it's the same. Let me see the die lot on this. These are not. So this right here, when you look, when people talk about that with yarn, when you order your yarn, when you buy your yarn, make sure the die lot is the same, or there will be some differences in colors. Some things more so than others. And here, let me see if it'll, right there, see? Here's the die lot number, so that ends in a 71. And this one was one of them that I got after they did their original sales, and see that ends in a 5-1. So these are different die lots. Are they going to look different in the pattern? Maybe, but they're both variegated. They're beautiful. I had 3 of them, close enough, and I'm making the thing. I'm making the thing. Made a mess up here. That's okay. We'll fix that. I'll fix it. It'll be fine. So they have the 2 different iterations is what I'm getting at. The 75% off, that one, you're generally going to get a lot of the things that are in the same die lot, same category. Speaking of, that's what a lot of this is right here. This is all Hobby Lobby stuff too, see? A lot of the Hobby Lobby stuff. And some of it is the die lot and, you know, different die lots, and some of it is just the actual sale. So keep an eye on that, especially if you're yarn budget, you like going to Hobby Lobby. Their yarn's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, you can see I've got a pretty good collection of it. It's just time to move it to the front so I can start using it and play with it, because there's a lot of beauty. We might as well play with our pretty things. I know, right? Oh, and the other thing that I was talking about that I found in one of my bags, and I have to get them done, is when I was working on Boggy Creek blankets. Oh, by the way, all those packages, people should be getting emails today on your package has shipped. Anyway, so on the Boggy Creek blankets, previously I was making the circle into a square. See, there's a circle, square, really bright, happy fun, and putting these on it. This one needs its little eyeballs and a couple other things, but I have a bunch of these I found in one of my bags, and I've got to finish these up. So I was doing them in like little stages. So here, this one has nothing. It's just a circle and a square. It's a start, right? I mean, you got to start somewhere. Oh, here, I put the frill on that one. But yeah, I found all of those too. I'm like, oh, I really should get back to this. This is the Big Twist value yarn. I've got enough of it. I can play with it. I can make lots of fun, beautiful squares, make them bright, make them playful and pretty. Previously, I had sent those to Lanan from Nina's Knots and Crochet. Those are not done. I would not do that to anyone. But I think this year she has so many squares that were sent to her previously, 5-inch squares, that she's putting together. She didn't request any more. I wouldn't send those to her. But, well, especially with them not being done. But that's what I was doing at that point. And so I guess I'm on my own. I gotta make a bunch more and put them together, right? Put them together. We got enough babies around here, and there's enough people at the Boggy Creek that, you know, not sure what their goal is this year, but I know last year they collected over 2,000 blankets, and I just sent 5. So, you know, I mean, there you have it. You know, one blanket at a time. There you go. It's going to warm somebody. Well, anyway, that's what I've gotten done. Sorry I went on such a tangent, but it's yarn. I mean, it's yarn. I go on tangents when it belongs to yarn because I like playing with yarn. Oh my gosh. It just, you can see it in my eyes. It just makes me happy. It makes me excited. All the possibilities and the fun and the joy oh, did you also notice on this? Did you see those that have been around for a while? Look at that. Look, let me untangle this. Look at this. Do you see that? That's a sleeve. Woo! I am doing the sleeve. I didn't just work on the bottom. Oh, that's the other thing. Modifications that I did on here. I made this part quite a bit longer and making it more for a tunic dress for my granddaughter as opposed to just the top. So that was by design. I did that. I love the swooping portion of it. I like the curved bottom. I'm just cover my whole face. There we go. Cover my whole face. I like the curved bottom of that. And that is achieved by front post and back post double crochets. And I just think it's beautiful. And you've got V-stitches and single crochet through here. Again, I love the way the yarn's worked up. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. This is my second skein of yarn. Depending on how long I make the sleeve, I may or may not get into that third skein. I don't think I'll really need it, but I have it if I do. And sleeve, I'm doing the sleeve. Yeah, I didn't stop. I didn't just finish the bottom and go, okay, set it down. I immediately put the sleeve into action. I'm so proud of me. I am so proud of me. It does not mean it's going to get finished instantly. Although, didn't I just start this like last week? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. I think I did just start this last week. So that's a lot of progress. That's a lot of happiness. That just tickles me. It absolutely tickles me that I can look at things and go, I did that, be proud of it, move on, play with the other stuff, working with some of the yarns that's been in my stash, hidden. Let's pull that stuff out. My goodness, let's sort through it, pull it out, bring it to the front, put some of the stuff that was in the front, put that in the back, and organize. Working on it. With that, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. And I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.